Good day, everyone. Ali Safi here from Safi Financial Network. Today is March 26, 2024. My name is Ali Safi. Here is Safi Financial Network. Every day we are just bringing up some analysis video, and today is Tuesday, and market just traded SPY traded 52 million, which is kind of like a still light volume. Today was 48 million SPY, and just by closing like even after hours today is 52 million. Volume is pretty light, so any rally, any sell-off actually doesn't have any value for me just because volume is not there yet. So when we see institution is coming to the market, we should see high volume regardless if it goes up. So if it goes down, doesn't matter. Volume supposed to be high to give us kind of like a clear map. Right now, S&P 500 is just, this is a tradition since October 2023. Any pullback to SMA 20 was kind of like a buying opportunity. As you see here, many times we just tested SMA 20 on a daily basis, and all of them actually pretty much was light volume. So today we got kind of like a downtick, but I should say market is pretty fragile right now. It's overdue for corrective move. I don't know if it's gonna just test again another time SMA 20 and then hiking back up for a new all-time high like this. This is kind of like a 45-degree channel up, or this is the end, at least for this stage of the game, and we can go kind of like a deeper correction down here. The strategy for me is I'm kind of like a scaling out. So I'm kind of like a scaling out some position that I have and waiting for a buying opportunity. I'm kind of like accumulating my cash. And some people are saying, hey, Ali, you're missing this rally. I don't, because I keep invested basically the entire 2023. And I was invested, keep myself invested. Even during this bear trend, we are just accumulating lots of shares. For example, my Meta average price is $94. Meta is $500 these days. So I don't miss this rally. But yeah, if I get good buying opportunity like we have seen like in September, October, we will get in. But right now, there is no buying opportunity. Market doesn't give me any buying opportunity. It's just creeping higher to the higher price, and this is not a good momentum for me. Yeah, for my positions which are already invested, yeah, it is fantastic momentum. But for those ones who want to get in, I'm not suggesting to get in with a very like a shallow correction like this, because risk to reward, there is one reason: risk to reward is not enough. I want to see some kind of like a multi-months or multi-weeks decline, and then get into important level for reversal. Then we see some kind of like a fantastic risk to reward buying opportunity. Right now, you want to get in, for sure, you will get another probably high, but who knows, that's going to be the end and we are just getting to the deeper corrective move and you just invested all your cash. Another thing that I'm just bring example to my subscribers as well is kind of like we should be very careful about what we are kind of like investing. At this stage of the game, some technology stocks are pretty hot and some big value names are kind of like a hammer. So if you want to get into Nvidia or AMD or something like that, yeah, you can get like a 10%, 15%. But if they go to corrective move, they can go very bad. And it's better to just park your money at a safe place rather than just getting on board in any asset asset that has like a good momentum to the upside. S&P 500, so we see some kind of like a very shallow corrective move. It's kind of like a forming another bullish consolidation. This is very nice pattern. Even if it goes down to SMA 20, that's going to be kind of like a tradition. And potentially we can just expect a new high is coming for the market. But as I said here, if you go to daily chart, if you go to monthly chart, this is overdue for corrective move. If you go to MACD, momentum is pretty down. Look at that. So this is the hugest divergence I've ever seen in a daily chart. If you go to RSI, the same thing. If you go to a stochastic, yeah, the same thing. And IMI, weekly chart as well. So I just show you in a weekly edition, IMI is kind of like a topping and it's already reverting to the backside. So you should be careful about this because IMI is not lagging indicator. It is leading indicator and tells us a correction is coming. When? I don't know. That's why I'm accumulating my cash. So another thing that some super investors or big companies are winner during crashes because they accumulate lots of caches. Just imagine Microsoft, for example. I just want to give you some more educational in this video. Just imagine you're the owner of the Microsoft. How much cash do you have? Like you have billions of cash on the side. And if you want to invest, you can't just say, okay, Microsoft is the best place to invest. I can buy back my shares. You do buy back, but the whole entire cash, are you gonna just buy back the whole entire cash? No, you don't. Because you always just put lots of cash on the side. When market gives you opportunity, if it gives you once per 2 years, let's say, imagine you're gonna just accumulate your cash within those 2 years or 3 years, and then you're gonna just buy back your stock when market is down. So we are gonna do the same thing when market is going higher. We're just gonna keep our position and accumulating my cash. When market goes down, instead of selling and panicking, looking for opportunity to buy. So if you just follow this simple rule, but it needs to have like a more mental preparation for that one, you would be happy over the long term. But if you want to just jump on board on a trading perspective, you would be probably winner for short term, but I'm not sure for the long term. All right. So that was kind of like a very, very long, I should say, kind of like an educational explanation, which is kind of like a contrary to all my daily analysis. But I think that worth to mention that one. Moving on to Nasdaq. So Nasdaq, we just see kind of like here is a nice consolidation here. We don't see any kind of like a sign of reversal. But if it goes below this pivot, so let's say 17,600, you should see some kind of like a reversal coming here to 17,400. If it breaks below, you can go all the way down here, which is going to be fantastic opportunity for buy. So those are levels that I'm just looking for, something like this. And we can see something like that as well here. So in kind of like a sharp decline, I'm not sure if it's going to be sharp or kind of like a frustrating 3 months like this, but that would be kind of like the scenario that I'm looking at. For Nasdaq, we just got a bear reversal here. Obviously momentum is very, very down, so look at the momentum here. Momentum is down. So here's the stochastic. We just got a bear reversal here. Momentum for MACD is very, very down. This is like screaming that, hey, I don't have momentum to push higher. So what do you expect me? So if it goes down below these two pivots, I should say the good buying opportunity is coming after forming the bottom, and I will let you know. Moving on to US 30, which is Dow Jones, Dow just coming up today. So money is coming again back to heavy value names, some industrial and healthcare. I believe healthcare did very well. So if you just zoom out, you see that this is the previous top. We never test this previous top. We just have consolidation, hiking higher. So that would be perfect scenario for bulls. Even if you just tie these two or these three pivots here, if you just stretch this line all the way here, so you see that these two lines are coming together. So if we get some kind of like a corrective move in April, May, and this is the level that I'm looking at for fantastic buying opportunity. So I'm not saying if it's going to go down, but if it gets below this important 36,700, I should say everyone, sorry, 38,700, everyone needs to just buckle up for a sharper decline all the way to 36,800. So we'll see how it goes with this. Moving on to gold, which kind of like a positive today, not about price action, hit a 2,200 and then sharp sell-off. Still, gold is doing consolidation, and this is a nice consolidation if you ask me. So You see that we don't have like an overbought condition anymore. Just the stochastic is coming down very, very nicely. Exactly the same scenario that we have seen here in these areas that getting into important demand area. So market is just forming a very, very nice consolidation. Even we can go lower here to 2100, which is going to be $100 low. But that would be fantastic, my opportunity. I'm kind of like a bullish on gold, and I believe that gold is going to be outperformer for the rest of the year, even outperform the stock market. So it's valuable area if you just put your money down there as well. Let's go to silver because lots of people asking me about the silver. So starting today, I'm gonna just bring some silver analysis as well. So here's the silver chart. Let me just um, make it bigger a bit. Here's the silver. So silver weekly chart. As you see here, this is very, very bullish pattern here, but silver just got into this important resistance area with a nice higher low. So this is a bullish pattern. It's just a matter of time that we need to break above this $26. If it goes above this $26, parabolically can move higher to 27, 28, and then going up to 30 to $31. So it's going to be very, very easy. And you can't catch the silver because silver is going to be very, very spiky and it is very, very volatile. So this is a weekly chart. If you go to daily chart, we see that kind of like a good corrective move. There are lots of sellers actually sell in this area, which was kind of like a natural reaction. But I believe that right now we are just getting back to important breakout level, which is break above this higher uh, or pivot or high. So we're just coming down. If it forms a nice reversal here, we should see some kind of like a tackle again to this area. And this time, I should say, it can break through easily to the upside. And that would be kind of like a bullish scenario. If you just look at the stochastic here, stochastic for the first time after this rally goes to oversold condition. So fast line is getting to the oversold condition. Probably by end of this week, I should say silver can form the bottom here. So keep an eye on this and watch this because at $24 is going to be a good area for silver. Moving on to crude, which kind of like a negative today. Crude is coming down. I believe that crude is very, very fragile. Right now, it's just forming a nice bullish consolidation. And I don't know if it's going to just go up again, back test this 84 to 85, which is creeping higher. To be honest, it's above my expectation. I thought that crude is just topped here, but it doesn't give me a strong reversal here. So for me, a strong reversal is you're just getting close below 77, ideally $76. So if it goes below $76, you should see some kind of like a good sharp sell-off all the way to 61 to 62. We don't get below 76, so we stay kind of like a neutral. I'm kind of like a neutral, long-term bearish for crude because yield is coming down, and I believe that yield is down, crude is going to go down as well. But right now, crude is just holding up pretty nicely in no man's land, like a 70 to $80. It's kind of like a no man's land for me. Moving on to individual names, starting with Bitcoin. Bitcoin after a nice last 2 days surge to the upside, we just got a nice shooting star at the top here. This is nice a pivot here. So we got 78% if you just put FIB here to here. So it's kind of like a 78% Fibonacci, which is kind of like a selling area. If we see some kind of like a confirmation, I believe that the lower low is coming below this neckline. This is a nice head and shoulder here. It can go all the way down to 50 to 52,000. So let's wait for Bitcoin to see how it goes. US yield, bond yield is kind of like forming a nice bearish consolidation here, if you ask me. So this is kind of like the top, this is the top, this is the top, and we are just getting down. If we get below 4.40%, it can easily backtest to this 4% down. Moving on to Treasury, which kind of like a forming, kind of like a bullish pattern here. So if you just ask me if it tackle this 95, 96, then we shouldn't expect any lower low anymore. So we can just see breakout, and this breakout can go all the way up to 103 to 105, which is going to be my important target for this year, which is going to be 103 to 105. I believe it's going to happen, and it's going to be a fantastic move to the upside. Wix just coming back up today, so it just recaptured $13. Dixie just forming a bullish pattern here. I'm not sure if Dixie is going to just um, kind of like diverging its way from bond yield. So Dixie is going to go up because stock market is going to have a big correction and money is piling into cash. Not sure, but this is a bullish, except just on the contrary, bond yield is down. Dixie is up. Moving on to Magma, which is $10 down today. Apple $1.14 down. So Apple is just forming a nice bearish pattern here, if you ask me. So we can just get down here to 160 to 167 and also 154 to 157. I'm just waiting for that one. Amazon as $178 even after hours. It just go a little bit higher, but down day to day. Meta coming down as well. So Meta is forming a lower high here, and Microsoft coming down as well. So if it goes again below $400, 396 is going to be very, very important area. If it goes below this, I should say Microsoft can be very lower than that. Google just at upside, but coming down. Seems like a rejection is there for 152. Netflix uptick today. Netflix creeping higher. Actually, it's pretty nice. It doesn't care about the market at all. It's just hiking higher. Tesla going up. But look at the candle here. It's kind of like a shooting star right at this gap 185. So this is pretty interesting when Tesla just get into this. Still forming kind of like a bottom here, if you ask me. Semiconductors actually weak today. SMH coming down. SOX coming down. TSM coming down, AMD coming down, NVIDIA is down. So all of them are coming together at the same time with the leadership of NVIDIA and Texas Instrument to the downside, and also Lam Research is down as well. So if you ask me, semis are kind of like struggling for now. If more downside is coming, there's going to be a bloodbath to the market. XLF, which is a financial spider, just uptick today. Pretty mixed session for banks. KBE down, large cap bank ETF. KRE is down as well. It's kind of like a forming a head and shoulder here, if you ask me. So we'll see if it goes below 47. I should say lower low is coming all the way to 45 and 43. Moving on to JP Morgan, which was positive today. Even after hours, it goes positive. Goldman Sachs as well. So Doji Bar, Bank of America, 23 cents up. Wells Fargo, 5 cents down. Moving on to the gold miners, which had a huge gap today, but sharp sell-off after that. So this is not good price action for gold miners. I believe that they are struggling to the downside. GDXJ the same, AEM the same. Newmont's the same, Franco-Nevada the same. All of them just sold off sharply even after gap, which is not bullish sign at all. Actually, this is kind of like kind of bearish. Gold barrick as well, 5 cents down. Moving on to the last sector for today, XLE, which is coming along with crude. So crude is down, energy stocks are down. XOP is down sharply. I believe that this is top. OIH, $3.68 down. Exxon, 86 cents down. And Chevron, $1.20 down. So we'll see how it goes. But XLE, I believe it's going to be a good potential for put options. So probably it's worth to try that one. All right, I believe I covered everything. If you like this video, please smash the like button, subscribe to our channel, and have a good one. See you on the chart. Bye-bye.